punks, you go lose your chains. I am the one who they all call.
Dang.
He called out reactors who dressed
Dang.
All right, we're checking out Tom MacDonald's new video. Don't look down. Let's get into it.
I can't hide my frown, my smile is hiding from my mouth. I can't lie, my mind keeps finding time to fight myself. I dive so deep inside, feel like I died and I'm in hell. Or I'm so high, my eyes can't see the ground beneath the clouds. Don't look down. Don't look down. I tried to keep it quiet, silence on my cries for help. As long as I am rising till I'm upside down, I won't look down. This a meteoric rise, keep ignoring all the horror stories like so-and-so got way too famous and ended up killing himself with some pills and a knife. Ay, I am not the one who's gonna self-destruct, got it out the mud. I can way too far to fail or screw it up. I ain't dropping balls, I just blew them up. Ay, I will never let my mental illness be the cause of my downfall.
Ooh.
I will never lie to none of my fans. If I did, it would sound wrong. I will never try convincing you dummies this isn't a town hall. Never look down, never look down. Just look around, y'all. Hey, all of my...
Ooh, I like this message.
Right? What you got?
I like this message. I feel like this is like about like, okay, never look down. Like, don't look down. Like
Don't look back.
Yeah, don't look backwards. Don't look at the people who are beneath you trying to be, you know what I mean?
Well, beneath, what do you mean by beneath
like,
you?
just basically the people who are trying to pull you down.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
People who are, I'm thinking crabs in a bucket vibes.
Right,
you know
okay,
what
I feel you. I
I'm
said
thinking
no.
haters.
I didn't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Just had to make sure.
I'm just thinking like that. What about you?
I mean, I like that part where he's talking about he got it out the mud, like he's not going to mess it up. We were just talking about that last night. Like, after you hit a rock bottom, it gives you a place to build a solid foundation.
It really does.
And so, like, someone who hits rock bottom is much less likely to mess it up once they start having success versus someone who's never hit rock bottom and they just start having success. They're not grounded.
Right. They're
You know
headed to the ground. to find the ground to build a foundation.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah, definitely. Like, without having hard times, you just don't have proper footing, you know?
You
Like,
don't.
you're not very grounded.
You don't.
I feel like you take things for granted, you can easily fumble it
Right.
and then end up taking that meteoric rise and a huge fall down.
Right.
And that's why some people start killing themselves, all this kind of stuff.
Right. I feel like you gotta hit the bottom. Like, you literally have to.
Right.
To none of my fans, if I did, it would sound wrong. I will never try convincing you dummies this isn't a town hall. Never look down, never look down. Just look around, y'all. Hey, all of my demons are here. All I can feel is fear. All I can do is keep being myself, and that's what I've been doing for 32 years. All of my haters came out, chasing my name for some clout. What are they angry about? They're climbing as high as their ladders can take them and screaming my name, but I don't look down.
Ooh.
Hi guys, remember me? I'm the white guy. Everybody wanted to cancel. Nice try. Too sick, I might die right. 2 fists full of middle fingers, I got no time for high fives. Too rich for a drive-by. Pay the pilot on my private jet to keep it low and do a flyby. Take 9 knives on a bike ride. Why 9? Cause I heard that a has 9 lives. I'm the one that y'all hated. I'm the one who won the game, got paid and famous. I'm the one who laughed in all their faces and became the greatest since old Slim Shady. I'm the one who don't care. I'm the one who goes where no one goes cause they're scared. I'm the one who don't choke when the boat don't float. My throat gets no air. I can barely breathe, all the air I need. Oxygen is very thin at the top. I can rarely sleep, stars I'm underneath. Shining too bright and I can't turn them off. I'm high as the birds now. Flying too close to the sun, gotta burn. Wow, I've been turning up and I ain't turning down. Maybe I should chill, but I ain't learning how. Hey, I'm not afraid.
Maybe I should chill, but I ain't learning how. I feel you.
That one part was cool. Some haters are climbing up the ladder and shouting at him. He's not looking down.
Yeah.
I like this though because he's like in the clouds, right?
Yeah.
And NF did a clouds thing earlier this year too.
Yep.
So it's like we have a cloud themed year.
Yep. I feel like he is like, this is a good angle, a good sort of like perspective.
Right.
You know, because it's like, okay, we're dealing with a lot modern day. Like, I feel like everybody independently, like if you resonate with Tom at all, and probably other people who don't even resonate with him, feel independently persecuted for one reason or another. You know what I mean? Like, we're all like in our own little bubbles, and like you have a lot more enemies nowadays. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more junk to deal with, walking on eggshells. You know what I mean? Just to live your life.
Right.
And so it's good to hear. Because, I mean, he is a leader because, you know what I mean? He just is by being a celebrity. So it's good to hear that, like, you don't have to acknowledge the people who are tripping.
Right. And like I said, he's not trying to convince everyone. This is not a town hall.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people make the mistake like, oh, I have to convince my friends of this. I have to convince my family of this. And it's like, yeah, I get why people want to do that because people vote.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't want them voting for foolishness. But then you're going to drive yourself crazy trying to do that.
That's so true.
Like people say, you can't fix stupid. Like some people, I'm sorry, it's just like lost cause.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Give up now. Save yourself.
Sometimes it's a lost cause.
Yeah.
Shining too bright and I can't turn them off. I'm high as the birds now. Flying too close to the sun, gotta burn. Wow, I've been turning up and I ain't turning down. Maybe I should chill, but I ain't learning how. Hey, I'm not afraid of success. I'm afraid of what happens if I take a rest. I'm afraid that I'll end up where I was before in the hood with no money or food for the rent. I'm scared if I look at the water, I'll drown. So I look at the sky and deny there's a ground. I'm not scared of the altitude up in the clouds. I'm scared of the fall, so I don't look down. You. Every single one of you. I can't even see you because I don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down. I can't hide my tears. I dry my eyes and more come out. I can't lie, my fear is suicide, not bank accounts. Keep my chin up, but my head weighs like 1,000,000 pounds. Feels like my neck might break, I hear it crack, ignore the sound. Don't look down.
Okay, like talking about he's afraid of the water, not the clouds, like not being high up.
Okay.
His fear is suicide, not bank accounts. Some people are literally afraid of success. They're allergic to success.
That's
and in
true.
certain communities, you'll get made fun of for doing things that may lead to being successful. Like maybe reading a book, you'll get made fun of for that.
Yeah, that's so true.
Are you a bookworm? You a nerd? This, and that. But if you want to do some kind of hood rat stuff that's gonna land you in prison, you'll get praise.
Yeah.
You'll get women. You know what I mean? You get all the glory. It's crazy. But I feel like that mindset is like you're more comfortable in the water about to drown than you would be in the clouds or with a nice bank account.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I know. I know. I used to be scared of success. I used to be one of those people. But it's like when you care so much about what everyone thinks of you, when you care so much about, you know, basically being non-confrontational, not having a lot of problems, having a lot of friends, people like you. Like when you're like that, when you're, you know, Mr. Nice Guy or whatever, Mr. Nice Girl, then that's like, I feel like that's how you get that way.
Right.
Because, like, I feel like most people aren't, you know, they're not living their best life. So it's like if you are courageous enough to try and do that, then, like, they're going to hate you.
Right.
Feels like my neck might break. I hear it crack, ignore the sound. Don't look down. Don't look down. I tried to keep it quiet, silence all my cries for help. As long as I am rising till I'm upside down, I won't look down. This a legendary climb, stand on the edge of the legend, it's very high. Think of the men who are dead cause it got to their head, it ain't cemetery time. I ain't the one who gon' throw it away cause I'm feeling too lonely up here. I ain't the guy who gon' break from the pressure, it's snowy, my pipes are not frozen up here. I don't wanna hear about these YouTube rappers, I am not in that bracket, punk. Billboard plaques all stacked in my mansion, $1 million cash for my taxes, punk. Call me trash while I produce anthems, got attacking with plastic guns. I'm the biggest independent rapper in the world, you just live on my planet, punk. Got an acid tongue and massive lungs, every single track I've done is packed a punch. Used to be an addict, yup, I crashed a truck in Canada, going too fast, blackout drunk. I was nice at the start, but the mood all changed. The reactors who trash me for views are lame. Don't ask me to help you, remove no claims. If I see you punks, you go lose your chains. I am the one who they all call.
Dang.
He called out reactors who trash.
Dang.
What?
He is not a YouTube rapper.
What?
Dang.
That's crazy.
I mean, low key though.
He called out the reactors.
I mean, low key though, I think.
Oh my goodness.
I think there's a lot of people who don't trash him, that don't agree with him at all, and just like ride the wave.
Ooh.
Low key though.
Ooh.
I don't watch a lot of stuff, but I just feel like certain things you would know. Certain things you would, you know what I mean? Certain things are just like, I don't know.
Right, like if you trashing Tom MacDonald for views, or if you trash him because you really don't like it, why do more than one reaction?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if people send us stuff we don't like, we're not going to keep doing it.
No.
Definitely not.
And mostly we don't put it out if we don't like it.
Right, usually we scrap the stuff we don't like.
If it's okay to us, we'll put it out. But if
we
it's
want to put out
bad,
positive stuff that's going to help people have better times, better days, get through hard times. We don't want to put out reactions to us trashing things. It's interesting. But like you said, what about the people who pretend to agree to get views?
Right, because I mean, just inevitably, I just think about human nature, and it's like there's definitely, you know, in all regards, there's definitely like we can't be too trusting. You know what I mean? Especially, I feel like the last 2 years have taught us that. Like, we cannot be too trusting. You think you're so close with somebody, and before you know, like, you're telling them your deepest secrets, they've blocked you. You know what I mean? You just never know. I think there's a lot of people who allegedly agree, but
See, I think that is not a huge problem. I think it's a huge thing. Yeah, but
it's better than...
But I'm just thinking, like, that would still have more of a positive impact on the world, in my opinion. Like, from my point of view, it would still have more of a positive impact than the opposite. That's true. So it's like, it is annoying when you're like, oh, I see what's going on here. You know what I mean? It's kind of annoying, but it's like, okay, well, at least it's more good than harm. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, because at the end of the day, it's like, you know, no harm, no foul, if, you know what I mean? It's like, shoot. Yeah. It's a better message than shoot him up, kill him, take their wife.
Massive lungs, every single track I've done is packed a punch. Used to be an addict, yup, I crashed a truck in Canada. Going too fast, blackout drunk. I was nice at the start, but the mood all changed. The reactors who trash me for views are lame. Don't ask me to help you, remove no claims. If I see you punks, you go lose your chains. I am the one who they all call a liar. When I told them that I'd help my mom retire, they thought that I'd buy a new crib and a chain and a ring and a whip and some rims for the tires. Guess what? Mom don't work. Sent $100 grand in an LV purse. Made an album with Nova and Brandon. They own half the masters. I told them the fam comes first. Still got the pills that the doctor gave me to combat the depression and the panic attacks. I'm the type of person who won't even take a Tylenol, even when I got a dozen knives in my bag. They're calling me whack, but I don't react. I don't have time to write raps, replying to trash. All me, the whole team, yeah, they trying to cap. I'm concrete, but my demons hide in the cracks. I'm the one. I ain't bought liquor for months, and you're lucky I'm sober. I'm nuts when I'm drunk, mix the whiskey with soda.
Hold up.
Oh.
He said, I'm concrete, but my demons hide in the cracks.
Okay, that's a really great analogy, actually.
Right, because I mean, concrete is hard, it's tough. You know, it lasts a long time. But concrete also has cracks, and his demons are hiding in the cracks.
Yeah. That's a great analogy. And he said he's the type of person that doesn't take a Tylenol, you know.
Even with 12 knives in his back or something. So earlier he was talking about he's so high in the cloud, it's cold because of altitude, but his pipes weren't frozen, and he made the muscles. Like, he's like, this a double, look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, he's really, I feel like but to get to where he is, especially independent, without, like, acquiescing to a certain woke culture, he probably gets so much hate. He probably gets, like, as much as any celebrity gets, he probably gets so much, you know? So, I mean, I definitely have respect for the fact that he's coming from the place of an addict, almost killing himself, to, like, a strong mindset that, you know what I mean? Because it's, like, that's relatable. A lot of people have been at rock bottom.
I have time to write raps, replying to trash. All me, the whole team, yeah, they trying to cap. I'm concrete, but my demons hide in the cracks. I'm the one. I ain't bought liquor for months, and you're lucky I'm sober. I'm nuts when I'm drunk, mix the whiskey with soda. The man I become would invite you all over. Put drugs in your punch. When you pass out, I'll wrap you in plastic and hit you with hammers and flatten your skull till it's crushed. I don't name names, I don't play games. I just aim, spray, and throw the gun. The rappers who hate act like family now. They try to jack my style like some hand-me-downs. They want a million views, I want a Grammy now. And the closest they'll come is they Grammy's house. I don't even drink, but I'm planning how I can make a brewery in a massive house to give free booze out to these rapping clowns, and they can die using that to wash Zannies down. I'm the most successful guy to hold a pencil. I've been great for so long, I'm bored of flexing. I became a machine made of iron. Check inside, peel the skin off and let the metal shine. I've been the greatest for so long, it feels normal for me to be special. So much clout I can buy back the souls of these rappers that sold them for cash to the devil. Why is everybody always talking?
Wait, that flow right there was cold. I've been great for so long, it feels normal for me to be special. You know, that whole flow part right there was cold.
You know, I was thinking about, okay, so I have a prediction about the near future, right? So this seems to happen, like it's happened for years and years and years, right? But it seemed like basically this, like, sort of more independent, like how he was saying, like, rappers who, like, used to hate on him want to be best friends now and stuff. It's like, basically, I think taking the red pill in society is going to be trendy soon. And I think it's going to be important to not trust that everybody who believes in the, you know what I mean, who takes that angle is actually serious, because that's all sheep do, is copy. Right. You know what I mean? So it's like in general, that's just how it is. So we just have to be careful, you know what I mean? Because it's going to get trendy. It's too many people.
And when it's trendy, go ahead.
I was just saying, it's a lot of people that, like, feel that way now, that I think a whole lot more people are about to jump on board and be like, oh, woke is too much. I mean, if you think about it, how much further could they really go? So it's about to go the other way, in my opinion. That's my prediction.
Yeah, if it's trendy, it's like, okay, that could be good. You know, a lot of people will wake up. But as it gets more popular, it's going to get more bastardized too.
Right. Absolutely.
And so, it's going to be interesting to see I mean, how the next several years unfold.
Because even woke culture started out, like, whenever we were in LA, circa, like, 2014, it was like woke culture it was like a very subculture. Even like hipster stuff. It was a very subculture, like a unique, you know what I mean? And now it's like everyone's a hipster.
As it gets more mainstream,
woke.
it gets crazy.
Yeah,
oh,
and
my
so
goodness.
like it's like how much further could they go? You know what I mean? They got the education system, they got like all the legal like rights and you know what I mean? Politics, everything. So it's like it's gonna go the opposite way. And just when everybody starts saying, oh, they're red pilled by society and whatever, just like I'm gonna have
then what is red pill gonna mean? It might be similar to like when someone calls you racist modern day, it means nothing.
Right, it means nothing. It means I'm blending in with the crowd. That's what it means.
Right.
But I'm just gonna have a skeptic eye for sure.
Definitely.
Like he's pointing out a lot of stuff in this that's important to think about.
Mm-hmm. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
I've been great for so long, I'm bored of flexing. I became a machine made of iron. Check inside, peel the skin off and let the metal shine. I've been the greatest for so long, it feels normal for me to be special. So much clout, I can buy back the souls of these rappers that sold them for cash to the devil. Why is everybody always talking, criticizing how I'm doing it my way? If I'm so trash, why don't y'all release your videos on a Friday? Because that's my day. Comparing our numbers, you cook like some fried eggs. Like white legs, you only get views if you say my name. Angry, I'm famous and not a great rapper, and you've been working stupid hard. I don't have to rap fast to impress all my fans. I am a superstar! Man, I'm built for this, I kill for this. Never get back all the blood that I spilled for this. I'm at the top, it don't even seem high enough. I need a couple more hills and some stilts for this. Hey, there ain't nobody around. The top of the mountain, I scream and I shout. Nobody up here but me is allowed. The VIP section is deep in the clouds. Go.
Ooh.
Okay, he's definitely just flexing
he's going
hard.
ham.
And calling out all kinds of people.
Yeah. Yeah, he's calling out a lot of different hypocrisies and stuff like that. I think this is 7 minutes because he had a lot to say.
Yeah.
He had a lot to say.
And he's showing off.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's got a point, though. It's like, who else is, like, you know, independent and super controversial and not getting, like, wiped out or silenced or, you know what I mean? Like, who can tote that line so perfectly without being perturbing?
Right.
Without, you know what I mean? And it's like, he also...
It is a hard line to tote.
Yeah. It really is. Like, in my opinion, he doesn't take it too far to where you get the point, you get his message, but he doesn't, like, insult, you know what I mean? He doesn't say, hey, you shouldn't be yourself. You shouldn't, you know what I mean? He doesn't, like, basically cross over from, like, this is how I choose to live into you should live like this, too.
Right.
You know what I mean? After the past couple of years, though, it's just, like, it's hard to, like, be sort of, like, naive about the nature of people and the nature. It's like every single organization, industry, whatever, is a business. Fundamentally, it's a business.
Yeah, I mean, the NFL is gay. The NFL is lesbian.
They literally put out a commercial.
The NFL is everything but straight.
It's just weird because it's like why can't it be all then? Why does it have to?
They literally left straight out.
Right.
Unless I missed it. It was going so fast, but...
It's like what you said about if they're having a gay pride parade, that right should not be taken away. They should be totally able to do that, but they should also be able to have a straight pride parade and, like, you know what I mean? I feel like how you're going to preach equality and at the same time is total inequality.
Well, on Discord, if you search, like, Black Pride or Black Power in the GIF keyboard thing, stuff comes up. If you search White Pride or White Power, nothing. Like, you can't have GIFs under that tag.
It's so funny how we love to pick out selective history. Like, we love to, like, bring along with us only certain pieces. Like, instead of the full story, just bring certain pieces. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's what I'm saying. In the next few years, you got to be careful who you're trusting as far as, like, what they say they believe, because we've been basically conditioned to say that we believe things that we haven't even really thought about.
Right.
We haven't internalized. We're not living like modern day. It's like people are just going to get more confusing, in my opinion.
Right. And so, okay, back to this. He was talking about he doesn't have to rap fast to impress people or whatever.
Right, yeah.
And then he just starts, like, yelling on the track. Like, he's just flexing.
He's flexing
and showing off. But I feel like the whole rapping fast thing is there's more weird stuff than just rapping fast. I feel like he's basically saying he doesn't have to do gimmicky things.
He doesn't have to do gimmicks.
Because there's a lot of gimmicks out there.
There's a lot, yeah.
I get tired of that so quick. I can't stand it.
I need a couple more hills and some stilts for this. Hey, there ain't nobody around. The top of the mountain, I scream and I shout. Nobody up here but me is allowed. The VIP section is deep in the clouds. Go ahead and call me a clown, cause I cannot hear it. Your sky is my ground. To look me in the eye, you'd have to reach the summit. I won't see you coming, I don't look down. If I stepped on glass and my feet on fire, my toes turn black and my shoes melt off and my bones touch ground, I will not look back, I cannot look down. I don't care about a hard it gets. I gotta be the fire in the dark, I guess. I got a beating heart inside an iron chest. If they're sleeping on me, I ain't trying to rest. Hope they die in their sleep while I climb to the peak and their eyes never see all the heights that I reach. I deserve it, cause I took the stairs to the moon. I might die from exhaustion, but I like the view. I'm higher than planets. The average person would die from the temperature. Bodies are burning. The oxygen needed for life is inadequate. I hold my breath until I'm turning purple. All my life, all you did was doubt. And now my success gon' kill you now. Wish I could see him put you in the ground, but as bad as I want to, I'll never look down. You don't get it still. I am the one. You don't have to admit it to yourself. You don't have to admit it. Don't look down. You don't have to tell the whole world that when you look at me, you have to look up to me. And I don't look down. Don't look down. Everybody, please keep on talking. I am a superstar.
He was having fun. Okay, I have something to say on this.
What you got?
Okay, so that was interesting because for many reasons, but I feel that he had a delicate emotional balance, like a sort of emotional volley with himself. Because he kept showing himself like sort of like deep staring into space, kind of like on the but then he also would be like ha ha ha, you know? And I feel like that contrast was like artistically interesting.
You're right. I thought you could definitely see the wrestling background.
Yeah.
And like the showmanship,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The grandioseness, the buzz. It's definitely wrestler-esque.
Yeah, it is. And you could also see the vulnerability. Like, I mean, I think in general, to be an artist, to like display yourself for the public artistically, it's like someone will definitely think you suck. Someone will definitely root for you to fail. Someone might even sabotage you. You know, someone might want to kill you. Yeah. So it's like probably a very delicate, like a vulnerable place to be. And I feel that he sort of put himself out there and he's like, this is how I feel. Like some people in the chat were saying that, you know, they don't love Tom and they don't love his rapping and whatever, but it's like, I think to look at him as an artist would be a better angle because, you know, I feel like art sometimes is like, it's the unspoken. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes it's not what you hear and what you see and stuff. It's like how you feel.
So overall, what did you think?
I thought it was good. Personally, I like his controversial stuff the absolute best. But, I mean, this one, I think this might have been like, somebody like pissed him off or something. And probably maybe several somebodies, you know what I mean? But I think that was what this was related to, something like
It's
that.
crazy that the other stuff is considered, I mean, I get that it's considered controversial because of the times we live, but just like common sense stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just speaking on social issues and stuff. I mean, that's like our content that I like the best too, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, but it's
like when we
weird.
get a song like Naka, Stop Blaming the White Man or something, or Adam Calhoun Racism. I like
Bird and Right for Me.
I like doing those the best too.
It's just weird though because it's like if you sang a song about the opposite perspective in those situations, it wouldn't be considered controversial.
Right.
But
That's
I
the
mean, they're
crazy
equally. I think they're both controversial because they're both those topics that get people like uncomfortable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, basically, if you can't hold your own, you're gonna like freak out and have an emotional response and run away from it.
Right.
Like fight or flight, basically. You know what I mean? So I mean, I think both sides are controversial.
If this was hard, it had a lot of hard bars that we didn't point out. But
did you catch them?
Yes.
I didn't. I missed a lot. I missed a
lot of hard analogies and things like that, metaphors and stuff. It was tough. But like a lot of times I was laughing and then pausing because I didn't want to make this. I mean, this was already almost 30-minute reaction.
Right.
And when we upload this, she's gonna cut a lot of that out. But that's the cool thing about doing it on stream. Like you get a longer reaction, you get more content. But people don't like super long stuff. So
you know what my favorite thing about Tom MacDonald is?
What?
He is doing something very rare. Like he is basically risking a lot because he's independent, so he's not like shielded by a bunch of, you know, labels and managers and all this stuff, which means he's also not shielded by their lawyers and their attorney, you know what I mean? They're like sort of protection mechanisms. So it's pretty much just him, his art, and his fans. And he's a very controversial kind of oppositional perspective. So, I mean, I think that makes him a big target.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what this song was about. He was flexing on his haters. The people who paint a target on his back. Like, don't look down. He's not talking to everyone. He's talking to the haters specifically. The people climbing on the ladder trying to shout at him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's talking to the people beneath him.
It's also hilarious.
He's a bigger person.
It's also hilarious when he addresses his haters.
It is.
I always end up cracking up whenever he addresses his haters.
He just has a very sharp... What did he say? He has an acid tongue and lungs.
That's what he said. A whole lot of hard things.
He did.
It's like, it's rare to get hard bars that are not about like killing people and all kind of crazy stuff. Because like some of those bars with that kind of content are very hard bars. Like, oh, that was cold. But dang, I can't listen to this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's rare to get hard bars that are not like, oh, dang, this isn't really toxic for me.
Right.
You know?
To be fair, he did say he would wrap somebody in plastic and bash their head. Remember that part? I was like, this house, remember that song? And it was like about, like, it was like something like squishing the bones of the... But he's so like funny with it that you know he's not serious. It's artistic.
Right. I mean, everyone raps about that kind of thing. Like, even the more clean rappers, like NF, even raps about stuff like that. Cutting people's legs on stuff. But it's not like...
It's like artistic.
Kids aren't going to actually do that.
Right.
Some of the other kind of violence is like kids are actually going to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's more realistic. Like, you could actually do it easily.
Right. Right. They were promoting. I saw this thing the other day. It was talking about bazookas or something. Like, now it's the most common hand or street, gun that's illegal in Chicago or something because of rap music. But something like that. And I was like, dang, like.
Yeah, but I don't think kids are going to listen to rap and then start wrapping people up in plastic and trying to kill them back.
I don't think so.
Like, that's more like something you would see in a superhero movie. It's like fantasy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know.
That doesn't mean he really brought the wrestler out.
He did.
Like the dramatic.
He really did.
Fantasy, like.
He's so entertaining.
The grandiosity, like, he's like a big wrestler talking to people who can't wrestle as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People who can't wrestle.
You know what I mean?
People who need their whole team with them.
He really brought the wrestler up.
Yeah. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you've been unsubscribed. Or if you're unsubscribed to Tom's channel, make sure you go check. We appreciate you guys. We love you. And until next time, that's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. We to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know. But I don't